Plot twist, it didn't save. I think it did. I don't recognize this, so I assume it did. Whoop.
The deep waters around this island change color every season, teeming with life of the most curious creatures.
Whoop. There's only 3 here? I love these little gecko dudes. Look at him. Look at him. He's adorable. Look at him. Just chilling here. I love him. Pet him? I wish I could. Hi, Grammy Ma.
The ventilation system grew through her house, wrecking her bedroom, study, and kitchen. She could have moved away, but she wasn't willing to concede a single inch. Hopefully, she hasn't blocked the valve with her
I'll go back.
laboratory.
That boy right there. Look at him. All right, we're gonna be Doug Dimmadome of the Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. This boy right here. Look at him. And there's more. That boy right there. Look at him. He's adorable. Hang on, Grandma. Never mind, Grandma.
Moore tries to tell her how dire it is, how Under and the others have succumbed, how she needs to do what must be done. But her grandmother merely smirks behind her mask. Now look at you. How important you've become. People are counting on you. Yes, yes. Another chuckle behind the air filter. I have something very important for you to do as well. Would you be so kind as to do me a favor? A favor, she calls it. It may as well be an order. Granny has always had her way of getting what she wants.
Received 2 clay figures wrapped in ceremonial cloth.
Old companions, the grandmother says, that I have held on to quite long enough. It's time to bring them home. Promise me. Moore's heart plunged into her stomach. She knew what Granny was implying. You do not decline a request like this. Moore promised.
Bring Granny's figures to a resting place on Grabba. She has spent enough time mourning her friends. Granny's specimens are as deadly as they are beautiful. They are very pretty. Granny seems a little evil. All old people are evil. Like, look, she has the COVID just sitting in her fucking house. It's just floating around.
Grandma was never interested in anything made by the giants. Lifeless metals and cold steel, she called it. She preferred spending time with the fungus.
The humongous fungus?
Voracious new strains.
Grandma was the first clicker, actually.
Moore had always looked up to her grandmother. devoting her hours to caring for the dead and the living alike. An enigmatic and stubborn woman who was far smarter than many assumed.
What is this game, by the way? It's called Minute of Islands. We're playing as Mode. It's very trippy. We played it Oh, fuck! Hang on! I'm gonna run out of hard drive space in a minute here. Thank you. I almost just fucked up real bad. This far loan sales right here? Yes. You guys can see. So this is full, right? It has 33 gigs left. I have 14 gigs left on my hard drive. I have 47 left on my SSD. Oh, it's fucking Jesus. What can I move right now? This is the beginning of Biomutant. Yes. This is loan sales because I didn't save E3. This is also Minute. Is this also Minute? Yeah. That's the greeting screen. Which one? What is this? That's nothing. What is this one? That's nothing. What is this one? Literally me filtering files. That's Metopia. I'll see you later, clock. I love you. Mwah. Here. I'm gonna have to move it into this file. For today. And I'm gonna have to fucking render out all of these VODs really quickly. I literally can't. That's too big. What do you mean this is too big? Okay. Okay. Can't do that. That's a no-go. I just really need to upload the VODs. I've been slacking because of E3 stuff. But I found all 3 memories. Also, hi, Muzi. How are you? Also, I don't know if I would really call that IRL inventory management because it was still digital. Like, it was still not real life things. Like, it was digital information. So it kind of still wasn't IRL inventory management.
Festi and Graba are connected by a bridge that Mo has never fully crossed. The walk always seemed too long, and what lies beyond is what she dreads most.
If you step on this bridge, there's no turning back. Are you ready to go? Yeah, why not? Thank you for the warning.
Just the one.
is my grandma gonna die or something? Is she gonna be like dead when I get back there? Or something? Stressing? How are you? Stressing. I'm alright. Her foot is a tree.
You can go back now, Mole. You did the work. You could just tell the old woman off. It's not like you're her servant. Yes, of course, you promised. But she was asking too much. Your grandmother doesn't care about your struggles. That old hag. Throw the figures into the sea. And just say you returned them. With a little disrespect for the dead. If it saves the living. Mole's hand clutches the gemstone in her pocket, left behind by her older sister. Her heart is drowning in a deluge of goodbyes, all of them equally real in Miri's unread letter.
Keep your promise and return the mourning figures to the resting place. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. That's a rude voice? That's very rude. And I'm not gonna live that life. I'm gonna turn these fucking figures. And I'm gonna walk through the fungus. The fungu. And return these fucking figures. I wonder if I had the option to walk the other way to, like, just not do it. I wonder if I could have. A snake eating its own tail? Hey, I played that game before.
More expected Grabber to be swallowed by the spores, so this episode comes as no surprise. However, she did not expect to feel so at home here.
Yeah, it looks very different than before. Are those just fish? Is this a fish? Like an eel? Now that's a mood. Hey, Drain Ran, how you doing, dog? Jelly COVID germ. Okay. that one. It's germ. I need jelly first. Whoops, I missed. There's the jelly. Alright. Now back I go for COVID. All the way back. Yeah, don't forget to give to the, taxes. Don't forget to pay your taxes. Wait, was it jelly COVID germ? Yeah, it was jelly COVID germ. Yeah. There we go. Really stupid that you can't move, in all honesty. Hello. Twitch said mobile users don't have rights. Twitch said we're not going to update our fucking software. I wish they announced the Switch Pro. Chapter 3, Ande. Part 2, Grabba. Grabba? I barely know her. What the fuck? Is that a giant skull?
Where we bring our dead, where we surrender their bodies to the blight, a place too virulent to visit, so we mourn at home over sculpted effigies.
Booba?
Moore finds no solace in these rituals, but she has a promise to keep.
No machine of giants is allowed inside. This place belongs to the blight. One of the terrifying mutations of these waters. So what do you want me to... Oh, you want me to do it with down there? Okay.
For all their hard work, the giant's machines are not welcome in these hallowed grounds.
Mo put down the Omni switch. I've never paid taxes. You shouldn't have said that out loud. Because I'm calling the police. Ring Hall. Ring Hall. For a place so scary on the outside, it sure is pretty and full of deadly fungus on the inside. Generation of bodies lie here, eaten by the fungus, transformed. Hey, have you ever thought that, the Blackson's family was hit hard by the blight? He was an old man with old lungs. Have you ever thought that maybe, putting all of your corpses in one place where they can gain, where they can grow fungus on top of them was a bad idea? Did you ever think about that? I'm feeling like that was a bad idea. One more? Yeah, there we go. Who thinks? Thinking overrated. Phoenix Girl, thank you for the raid. Hello, how are you? How's your stream? Can someone shout out Phoenix Girl, please? We're here for the tamales. I'm out of tamales, sorry. Chat, don't tell them I'm not actually out of tamales.
You wake up and you decide to destroy the world. Okay, you redeem Arara, so here I come. Fuck, okay, never mind.
Nice.
Good boy.
I like that you just gave up. It was like, oh, fuck, I'm done. I don't even know why I'm doing this right now. This is why I exist. Well, I hope you had a good stream. What were you doing in art? What were you drawing today? But I hope you had a good stream. And I hope you enjoy my stream. This is a hard puzzle. Game looks awesome. You look awesome. Boom, got him. It is pretty cool. But this puzzle is very hard for me. So one of these has to be... It has to be the wood grain. Which means this can't be the wood grain. But there's a wood grain on every other one, so one of those has to be the wood grain as well. So I think that right here, underneath this little fungus here, I think there's one that's covered up. That isn't the wood grain. Don't. What does this do? I never pulled this. Okay. We've been trying to solve. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just doing it. Okay, so that doesn't match up. I love the art style. It's very Adventure Time, and I love it. But I'm trying to big brain right now, and yet I only have a supply of small brains. Hi T, how are you? It looked like you had the left and the middle lined up perfectly. It did. It did at one point, didn't it? Exhausted, but I'm okay. That's relatable. Brute forcing will eventually work. I'm not really brute forcing. There's thought going into it. There's thoughts going into my motions. I'm just trying to figure it out. What about the circles above each wheel? What do you mean? That looks just about perfect. And I mean something. I don't know what circles you're talking about. You spin me right round, baby, right round, you go right round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. When you go round, when you go round, round. I believe you had it at one point. You know, probably right. I probably did. One figure for each child lost in the cold underbellies of this island. The morphing catacombs are no place to play. I was just curious. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Go round when you go around, round. It just, you know? I don't think this is it. Why did they make a puzzle so hard? Why is this so difficult? Well, that can't be it. And that can't be it either. There's wood on either side. Where would it have to meet up? You have a dream where you could do where you could do so much where you could do so much that you could do anything? I'm just gonna focus on trying to match up this side. Okay. That's not it. Let's try it this way. I'm just gonna sit here for like 3 years just trying to figure out this goddamn puzzle. Because I don't... can't be any of those though. But it can't be any of those though. But it can't. It needs to be the wood, because the wood is half of the puzzle. My brain is empty. I feel like there's something hiding behind this, and this is the secret right here. It's that. But the thing is, like, even if that's there, then I still have to match the wood. Alexa, play Despacito.
Despacito remix by Daddy Yankee. Responsive, featuring Justin Bieber, is only available on Amazon Music. Here's a station based on
Alexa,
Despacito
stop.
remix.
Alexa, stop. She can't even play Despacito right. Useless fucking robot. Not gonna talk about it. How the hell is that right? I don't know. How is that right? This is alternating? What does that even mean? How is this right here? How is this, how brute forced. The wood is alternating? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna move on with my life. The Firemen's Guild, a hazardous occupation. Countless friends lost in the first blight. Pile of sarcophagi claimed by the fungi. Nope. Not ready for that one, Chief. What? What? Nope. What? I can't go back? Okay, whatever. There's no memories here, so whatever.
Moore was too small to fully understand what was happening during the Exodus, but she saw what the poison was doing to the people around her, plaguing the mind with visions, corroding and eating the flesh. She couldn't bear to watch person after person disappear from her life, so she hid in the networks below. Far away from it all, she never found out exactly who succumbed to the poison. and who made it off the island. But it barely matters to her when they're all still gone.
There's no place for the figures here. So I guess there was a war and against the Among Us fungus? Is that... Hang on. I was busy killing a gnat. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I guess there was a war against the Among Us fungus, and a lot of people died to that Among Us fungus, and some people made it off the islands before the plague took over. Am I in the ballpark, chat? Based off of that cutscene? Because I didn't get all of it. Shoemakers, tailors, carpenters. Painters and musicians. Nobody answered me, so I assume I'm in the ballpark. Members of the shepherd's family, a humble end.
Most of Moore's family is still here, however. They couldn't leave their little Moore behind. She is proud now to have been tasked to protect them, by virtue of the knowledge and power she found. For when she went below and found the fabled giants, when she befriended them as the only human in generations, they forged the Omni-Switch for her, and made her their apprentice. She spent years confined in the underbelly of these islands, just so the surface could shine. She hopes her family is proud as well.
Huh. Figurines correlate to the direction of their respective door. This too is some other family's crypt. So am I carrying my parents right now? Is that what's happening here? Am I carrying Mo's parents? One could sit here a while with the right protective gear and mourn, but not me. I return. Welcome back. Hello.
The brothers once walked the surface. Many say they built the world with their hands. They were inventors and explorers, never minding the tiny humans between their feet, living in their tiny houses and tiny streets. When the Blight first came and humanity fell into ruin, they went underground to find a solution. Their ingenuity and their toil saved the world above, but also bound them in the deep below.
Interesting. Another occupied spot, but there's only one crypt left to visit. So what would have happened if I went to that crypt first? Humans taking everything for granted? Yeah. Yeah. A place for a nameless body. Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think the little circle above it is what it corresponds to. No, I still don't understand. No, I still don't get it. Didn't I already go in this one? Oh, I guess not.
Miri has 2 figurines in her home, a recent addition, but she has not told Mo who she is mourning. Miri has told Mo that she has a figure ready for her too, just in case. How many times has Miri thought of taking that figure here? All the times Mo would disappear below. All the times Mo was gone for months without contact. Miri not knowing each time whether her little sister would come up again. Not knowing for months whether the catacombs or the Blight had finally taken Mo for good.
Well, maybe if Mo wore a fucking mask.
Granny's decided that she's grieved enough.
Place the figures in a worthy place. It is done. Return to the Memorfesti. I assume that's my mom and dad. Hey, Mo is like Ellie and she's immune. No, she's just a hypocrite. Also, hi Storm, how you doing? And I never said earlier, but I did see you. How you doing, Vivi? I did see you, I just didn't ask 'cause I'm bad. Didn't get to go biking because my brother fell asleep. It'd be like that, it'd be like that. Have kitty cuddling me, and it's nice after not seeing my fur babies for 2 weeks, yeah? We can can imagine it's nice for them too.
Two giants still struggling for air. Only half of the engines running. Only half of her world protected. But at least this promise she has now fulfilled.
Dog tried to bury her kibble in my blanket. She's a good dog. Oh, you mean the one of the best movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Big Hero 6? Planning a move, and I don't think I can take my boy with me. He's bonded with other cats here at my parents'. Makes sense. That makes sense.
She knows she has a pressing task to finish, the one in the physical world. But maybe, in this place, where time has no meaning, she can stay for a moment and rest.
Or we can fucking leave. Okay. Oh, it's a biggin. Ovary COVID fish germ. Ovary COVID fish germ. Ovary COVID fish germ. Let's go find the ovary. There's the ovary. Ovary? There you go. Ovary COVID. Found it? Well, let's sing a song. Jeez. Alright, now we need to find the fish. This is going on for a while here. Alright, I'm getting the feeling that, given the fact that I'm in the ending of a Super Mario Bros. 2 level, I'm assuming that it's the other way. Didn't know Big Hero 6 is a Marvel thing, but I just read about it, and it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, Big Hero 6 is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And also, in my opinion, has one of the best Stan Lee cameos in existence. never seen Big Hero 6. It's great. Oh, I fucked it up. We have to get the ovary and the COVID again. All right. Good movie. Yeah, it's pretty good. I got spoiled on it, so it made me not want to watch it. I don't even know what you could have been spoiled on. It's fine. I've literally seen it, and I think it's fine. Like I think you should watch it. If you have Disney Plus, definitely worth it. Worth the watch. Worth the time. Oh, so I have to use these to not touch it? Okay. Okay. Hint Fire? I have no memory of that movie. So you're fine. I think that you should watch it. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember anything about it. But I remember enjoying it. And now let's go avoid catching germs. Let's be a germaphobe. There we go. Now we need to catch a fish. Now let's go catch germs. Quick chat, cough in my mouth. Sneeze and sneeze. I have this that works. I fucking hate eels. There's memories here? Okay, cool. I got them all. So what's the story? We're like 40%, like we're like at the end of the game-ish, I feel. It is a lot. Fungus made a bunch of people sick. The giants that crafted the world tried to cure it, or rather protect the survivors from it. Mo helped. Boom, done. I don't know, like, I don't, there's a lot here. I don't know. I did it, Granny.
Moore's grandmother says, "Thank you," and asks for one more favor. Would you sit with this old woman and listen to the birds and the water? Granny remembers how people from far away would visit Beva and Leuza to have a few days of peace, a few days of nothing but islands, and how lucky little Moore was to have a lifetime of it before the Exodus. Before her calling. Moore responds she only has a minute, but her grandmother smiles, patting the empty seat beside her. Then, a minute of islands will do.
Alexa, start a timer.
For how long?
1 minute.
1 minute. Now.
Nice! Alexa, stop. They weren't kidding. Continue work and reawaken Ande. Where do I do that? Okay, in here. They weren't kidding. It really was a minute. The title? A Minute of Islands. Let me in, please. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, that was exactly a minute. They did that for exactly a minute. I appreciate that.
The foul taste of stale air is even stronger here. Enough distractions. It's time to wake Under from his sleep.
Ande. Whoop. Ande, can you hear me? I'm here to wake you up. You need to protect the world and my grandmama from the terrible fungus. or everybody will get sick, and then they'll die. Just like my mom and my dad. Hyundai, can you hear me? Hyundai, please hear me. Okay, bye. Just eat the fungus. I heard it's great on pizza. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Totally right. Eat the mold. Eat the mold, baby! Consume the mold! Gain its power!
Under, the giant slumbering beneath Memofesti, is the oldest of the four brothers.
I can tell.
Older not by years, but by centuries.
I can tell.
A fitting guardian for the islands of the dead.
Like, he looks it. He looks like he's so much, like, more weathered.
His throat making no sound. His chest frozen in place.
Yeah, Hyundai here might be dead. It blew out the fuses here, too. Probably.
Make haste, Mo. Maybe you haven't killed him yet.
Hyundai's been out without air for too long. Quickly reroute the power to the chamber before Hyundai's lungs fail him. You know, I'm not gonna be like the nitpick or anything. Like, don't get me wrong here, but like in reality, if Hyundai was like the oldest of the four, probably should have started with Hyundai in all reality. Like, I get that Zafar was like right there. I understand that. I get that. I get that Zafar was like right there. But like probably should have saved Hyundai first. Probably should have did that since he's like, you know, the oldest and has the highest chance to die very quickly. But you know, you. Okay. What are the floating? What are the floating shapes? What do they represent? You know, that's a great question. I don't have an answer, but that's a great question. There's the heart. I understand some of the story of this game, to a degree. So Mo here and her family, were just a normal family that I guess like lived on these islands or visited these islands or something in along those lines. And then the Exodus happened, where tons of people left the islands or the world, when a fungal outbreak happened that infected people's lungs and caused them to die. And Mo, who was kind of an introverted kid, went down into the depths of the pipes of the world and befriended these giants, which we're seeing now. And because of that, they made her their apprentice and gave her this Omni tool and had her help keep
They
everything
say
running.
your youth was taken from you. But think of the years of good you could have done. If the Omni Switch had found you earlier.
See, like, this is one of her many little homes. Time to upgrade to Ande 2. It's okay. No, it's okay, Joe. We can keep Ande for a little longer. We just need to overclock him. All right, we got this. We just need to overclock him. It's fine. Even giving him the coof? No, I just have allergies and I didn't take my pills today, and I'm just realizing that now. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And I gotta head up here. Crawl through this intestine. What do you think this feels like? Do you think it's a meaty? Think like it just looks meaty, and in reality it's like more of like a metally kind of feel. What does meat even feel like? You're literally made of it, so have you never touched like a steak or something? Like, what do you mean? You don't know that? I know all. I am all-knowing.
Stories and romanticisms. Tales of great heroes. You wish you were a hero. But all you have is martyrdom.
Yeah, I forgot you're vegan. Hey, Triumph, how you doing, dog? Clap your butt, Adri. Their name is Croissant? They're made of bread. Thank you. Adventure Time, very similar. Very similar art style. Crunchy? Oh, you're a little stale. You're going a little stale over there. Can't open that. Okay. Isn't stale rubbery? Yeah, I guess. Oh, I deadass thought this was the way to go. I didn't. Okay, I'm alright then.
What good is a dress to you? Who would even look at you? Amidst the dimmed lights of the machines, you would only dirty it.
What's corn milk? You just got an achievement called compartmentalized. Inner voice is a bitch. Yeah, I think it's like, I think the inner voice is supposed to represent Mo's insecurities. It's legitimately like her inner monologue of like what she thinks of herself and such. I think. Well. Dresses are overrated anyways. Dresses are cute. I think it depends. God damn it. I think it depends. I think that any outfit on masculine or feminine bodies, you know, in general, can be cute, depending on if you are confident while wearing it. You know? Dresses don't have pockets. That's not true. Some dresses do have pockets. Some skirts have pockets too. Oh my fucking god! Okay. Some dresses do be having pockets. Good night, Phoenix. Have a good sleepy. I love you. Mwah! Didn't even mean to fall down here, but it's okay. That's not the norm. Depends on what dresses you normally wear. Might not be the norm in general, but it might be the norm for you because you wear those dresses specifically, you know? Because it's so rare? Yeah, exactly, but like... you and a lot of other people only ever really buy the dresses with pockets, then eventually it will become the norm for dresses to just have pockets because companies will realize that that's selling so much better than the dresses without pockets. So in due time, all dresses would have pockets if you dedicate, and many others, which, you know, new to buying dress with pockets. In cahoots with the purse companies? True. You're not wrong. It's okay. If we're at a convention or something, I'll hold on to your phone for you. I promise I won't steal it. I got you, Holmes. I got you. We'll put a little like sticky note on the back of it in case I have multiple phones. Put a little sticky note on the back of it so that I know it's yours. I'll just hold on to your phone for you. Okay. I'll take advantage of my massive man pockets. I'll just hold on to your phone for you. I got you. Okay, I got you. I wish Vegas didn't crash so much. Is it an update thing? Do I need to actually upgrade to the newer versions? First off, hi Vic, how are you? So, for Vegas, first off, DaVinci Resolve is just better. And I completely acknowledge that, and I want to learn DaVinci Resolve, but it takes a lot of work, and I'm not willing to put forth that work. But for, here's what you got to do. If you take a file, let's say I take this video right here, little video file. Let's say I plop this shit in. If you continuously keep doing this where you just drag a file in, it will crash. It will start crashing if you drag files in, be it from like your file explorer directly into this, or be it from like you download something in Chrome and you drag it into this, then Vegas will start crashing. What you have to do instead is they have this Explorer tab, and you can see that I have it specifically up here. I have my preview window on a different monitor. I have my Explorer directly up here so that I can grab this and drag this in from the Explorer inside of Vegas, and it'll make it so it won't crash as often. Still crashes. It's not a cure-all solution, but yeah. That being said, you're probably better off learning DaVinci Resolve. The only reason I haven't, because I made gaming last week weekly, and there's like a day turnaround, and yeah. But in reality, I should also learn DaVinci Resolve and dedicate to it, because it's just better. It's just better in every single way. It's better.
Nothing but a spasm. Pathetic. Try harder. Again. Again.
Come on. What?
That old hag and her stupid dolls. She knew you needed to get here as fast as possible. How could you let her distract you like that? Unda almost died because of your sentimentality. And Afla is as good as dead.
Try to save Afla. Maybe you have not failed him yet. Maybe. This looks like it was made in Adobe Animate or something. What, DaVinci? So there's a difference here. Sony Vegas, or not, sorry, no longer Sony Vegas, now just Vegas, because it's not owned by Sony anymore. It's Magic's. Vegas is a linear editing program, which makes it extremely easy to learn because all of it is right in front of you. But the skill ceiling for it is much lower. You cannot do that much in Vegas in comparison to something like Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve and Premiere are both non-linear editing programs, which basically means there's like a different workflow, which results in a much higher skill ceiling that allows you to make much more, but it also creates a steeper
Your
learning curve.
grandmother, Miri. What help have they been?
DaVinci Resolve is
Whining to your
the best
face,
editing program.
talking behind your back.
It's the best one. Even
They
Premiere,
secretly want you to fail.
Final Cut Pro, all of them. Literally
Maybe
every
their
single one.
place of concern.
DaVinci Resolve is the best one.
We're
Final
driven
Cut
by
Pro is
ill
the
will
second, but that's Mac
all
only.
this time.
Stop shit talking my grandma. Mo's not in the mood to talk. So yeah, if you have the time, you should learn DaVinci. The only reason I haven't learned DaVinci is because Gaming Last Week is weekly and I can't. It's a turnaround.
You are alone in this. You always were. And maybe it's better that way.
Don't. Ow. Use Vegas for the quick stuff that you think of right off the bat, like zooms and cuts, and then like use After Effects for any tracking or cool 3D things. But DaVinci is more like Premiere in the way you do cut. Yeah, they're both non-linear editing programs. Why can't I just press S and split? You can, but you have to set up the hotkey for it. I did. I set it up so that I could do that. If you have the time, you should learn. You should learn DaVinci. You should learn it. It's just better. It's just better in every single way. And then one day, if Premiere or Final Cut Pro get better than it, you can transition over to them and learn them way easier. If I could go back in time, I would have never learned Vegas, and I would have just fucking pirated Premiere and learned Premiere, personally, because I feel like I worked myself into a corner by learning Vegas.
Just then.
Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Sorry about that. Hi, cute Stu. How are you? Boop. Accept. Alexa, turn off the lights. Thank you. I can't believe she threw that fucking gem into the water. At least our doggo is still alive. even though he's sitting at the very front of the boat with his mouth wide open, breathing in all of this fungus. You know, at least our dog is still alive. Or, you know, dog thing, whatever it is. Dog, seal, cat thing. I don't know what it is. Welcome back. I need sleep. Me too, but I'm streaming anyways. Look at him. He's just happy to be here.
The rusty husks scrape against her boat. Years of flotsam and jetsam, seeking vengeance to the boats that dare tread around Adi. When the blight first came, people began to panic. Unsure of the future, they planned to flee instead of fighting the poison. But the mist is as deadly on the open sea as it is on land, deceiving countless sailors into steering their vessels back to these shores.
Chapter 4, Afla, Part 1, The Island of Ardi. Stay on the boat, Pupper.
Talk to Fenya, the last of the shipmakers, and one of Mor's most bitter rivals. But if she is to sail to Fayon, she will need Fenya's notes, her ever-growing brief. A paper savior of boats, or risk being devoured by the iron shards between here and Fayon.
Oh, there we go. What have we gotten up to so far? We went to a graveyard, and left what I assume is my mom and pop's, little, like, effigies. You know, like an urn of ashes or whatever. Something like that. Then we met our grandmother. Well, we met our grandmother first before that. But we met our grandmother. We sat down with her for 1 minute exactly. And there was a title drop.
This boat was never finished. Underfunded. When people still cared about wealth.
There was a title drop. We learned a little bit more about Mo's insecurities and such. And we yeeted the gem we got from our sister into the ocean.
Fenya's incredible talent spent on building an ark? She is preparing for your failure. The jealous roach is counting on it. Imagine your family lost in the mist on this useless piece of junk.
And we saved the oldest of the giants, Ande. But he almost died because we spent too much time with our grandmother. That sounds like progress, so I'm going this way. And we talked about dresses with pockets.
Never left the docks. The owner's son and wife had succumbed to the blight before they could even pack their bags, and the owner found no strength to move on in her heart.
I was right to turn around.
This boat floated back years ago, shredded to pieces. The feeble wood was no match for the edged steel. We never did find out who tried to leave with it.
Also, they just very subtly, very subtly, dropped a lesbian couple just then, and I appreciate that they like that was like I noticed it. I appreciate it that it was just done. They didn't like draw attention to it or anything. It was just normal, and I love that shit. I love that shit. Fenya's idea of wiring, shoddy. I love that shit. They very subtly just did that. It was just, they just acted like it was completely normal, and that's good because it is. And I appreciate that shit. I appreciate that shit. Need more of that in my life. Lesbian couple dress? No. What? What are you talking about? Fenya's tools, primitive. The engine Fenya built, rudimentary. She's thinking about Fenya now. There's no turning back. Are you sure? No. I found 3 out of 3 memories. Over here. Nothing. Is that just a bearded dude with booba? Because I appreciate it. Enough fresh water for weeks. Can't go that way. How you doing, Hollowed? I broke it, and I'm gonna hit accept. Okay, cool. There's everything for Fenya's map. Kitchen is stocked for a long trip. So I guess Fenya's about to leave. These are Miri's things. This is how she planned to leave. So is Miri here. Everything is ready for everyone to leave. Oh, there's Fenya.
Fenya ignores her, but Moore's fury demands attention. This is your grand plan? Flee, like every single coward before you?
If you weren't a cunt about it, maybe she'd like you. Did you think about that? Or maybe they'd like you.
Fenya has heard it all before. The accusations of envy and sabotage. How the Ark's mere existence is an insult to Moore. But she won't respond. Not anymore. She just does what she can. Moore can't have the map for herself. How would Fenya guide the Ark to safe waters without it? Fenya gathers all the composure she can muster for a response. Your arrogance is clouding your judgment, bearer of the Omni Switch. Scorn and worry are woven into every word of Fenya's accusations. Saving this world is too big a task. Even for you, this Ark is your family's only chance. Go home. Be with them. Prepare to leave.
What the fuck? And you broke it. Mo. this? Why is this who you are? It's not gonna work anymore. Yeah. I mean, do I go back to the ship? I guess I'm going back to the ship. Yeah, that do be the hard part, Hollow. That do be the hard part, figuring out what you're gonna do next. Could have hit her with the fucking other side of the staff. Or, you know, with your hand. I wish the ball at the bottom wasn't glowing anymore. Or, you know, just don't be a cunt at all. There's an idea. You just weren't a dickbag to everybody, maybe they would just help you out. Not a bad idea, Hollowed.
Check the map again. Fion is supposed to be here. But it's just scraps and junk. This map is useless. That roach is useless.
Chapter 4, Afla. Part 2, The Island of Tharian. Yeah, my mic, I'm sorry.
It is sunk too deep to be reached. This whole rotten island is against you. And you deserve it. Afla is already gone. And you know it.
Find a working air purifier, there has to be one. You know, none of this would be a problem. If A, Mo wasn't a dick to, like, literally everybody. And if B, all the people that Mo was being a dick to, minus the grandma, understood the fact that Mo has a job to do and that she can always come back after she finishes the job to hang out a little bit.
You really think you will find something here? Do you even know where you are?
That being said, because Mo is a dick, she probably wouldn't have come back. But you know, it's all part of the same issue. Are there memories here? No. Really pretty game. Really pretty game. I love the art style of this game. That's not good. The giant's goggles on the ground. That's not good. You are wasting time. People are dying. So she's not even observing the surroundings anymore. Distracting yourself again. You've already failed them. You were too late. This is a cool little ship. Oh, there's a ladder here.
They're right to hate you. In the end, everybody will leave you. And you know why. In the end, what have you done to deserve their gratitude? Nothing. Pretender. Fraud. Child. The brothers should
Is that
never
the air
have
purifier right
trusted
there?
you with the Omni Switch. You were never strong enough to wield it.
Kind of. Looks more working than the other one, at least. Interesting. How did that just happen exactly? But I'm okay with it. Whatever. I'm literally Jesus Christ walking on water. And this whale totally isn't bleeding.
Useless.
I just turned his blood, it hit the water into
Might
wine.
as well end the charade now. And throw yourself into the sea.
Man. She needs a little mouse hole with some cheese on a table, you know what I'm saying? Needs to be filled with some determination. Hear a heart beating. The music. fuck. Like I said, the whole style of this game is like, it's like Adventure Time mixed with the Misadventures of Flapjack, because all of it is just a little fucked up. A little? You're not wrong. I don't think it's gonna do anything anymore, Mo. Like, it'll raise, but it's not. Yeah, exactly. Like, Mo, you fucking broke it. Okay, this is her hallucinating, right? Is this Afla? This is Afla. Cute. Like a little, like a axolotl or whatever it is, combined with a dog. The Island of Ganon, Chapter 5. Mo. This is Breath of the Wild 2. My little doggo saved me. Thank you, pup.
Moore drifts ashore onto a patch of land so small it was named by a child. Who named this quiet, empty place Garnin. It was home to some birds and a cold wilderness. But for Moore, it housed a drowning sorrow. The tumultuous waters of her emotions grow rougher with every step she takes, as she bears the weight of everyone's lives upon her shoulders.
What's the significance of this island?
It flows underneath her skin, growing as she sees everything that she knows, loves, has fought so hard for, crumble in front of her eyes, all because of something she did.
Hi, pup.
There is nothing we can do but to see ourselves for what we are. Nothing left but to finally let go of our broken dreams and our lost hopes. None of us can stand in isolation and carry the world on their shoulders. None of us must bear everything by themselves. No one is an island.
Huh. You want me to look at this game? Let go? I mean, it's useless now. Look at how with every step there's a little puff of the fungus. Hi, Unc. Alright. Let's
More
go.
leaves the cold island for the birds.
I can only assume Doggo is on the boat too.
The spores are creeping in again, no matter how hard they struggle. Safan and his brothers simply cannot stem the tide any longer. Afla gone and underbroken. Centuries of labor taking their toll.
How did Unc find us?
She
Faria?
knows what must be done.
Or whatever her name is. Go to Zavon. Alright. Faria probably told him what happened, and he probably just assumed. I don't know, maybe. Could just be like a familial instinct, I don't know. Have you ever had that where like something has happened to a family member and you can like feel it? Hey Fred, how you doing, dog? mean, like, are there any memories here? No. Okay, then I'll go. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. A blast, some might even say. How are you feeling today? Exhausted. But good. Been better. Been worse. I am very excited for the day off tomorrow, though. No offense, guys. I'm very tired, and I'm really ready to rest. You say, you know, you didn't have to come to the stream. You chose this, and then you chose to come in here and insult me, and honestly, I'm triggered. You missed something? What do you mean? Someone in my chat last night was like, how long do you normally stream for at the 6.5 hour mark? There's a thing, something you could have looked at before, the plus sign thing. I have no idea what you're talking about. Probably wasn't important. I don't think there are multiple endings, but maybe. If there were, then I completely missed the opportunity for a different ending. Because I don't know what I would have done different that would have resulted in a different ending. So The fourth had died before we got there. It showed him for a second. The fourth had died before we arrived to him. So even if we didn't break our, even if we didn't break our staff by being a cunt, there would have been no chance. Because we found him. No, we found him. He just died. He died before we even got to him. It might show him here. Yeah, that one right there. That one died. We've seen 3, the one that was still alive, the one we let go, and the one in the water. What about the 4th? There was the one at the very beginning who we just cuddled to death. Then there was one on our sister's island. And then there was one on the grandma's island, and then there was one on the island that was underwater. And that was the 4. And then there was the 5th one right there where we left our staff, but apparently he died before the game began. I assume in order to create the staff. We saved 3 out of the 4. We almost didn't save the 3rd, and the 4th died before we got there. Because he couldn't breathe. And that was Minute of Islands. We got 14 out of 17 achievements. Which ones did we miss? There are 3 hidden achievements that we missed. Don't know what those would be. But that was Minute of Islands. In this game, humanity was struggling. They lived life assumedly just like us until a massive fungicide pandemic took place, which caused people to grow fungus in their lungs and heart and die if it was breathed in. But there were 4 giants on the world, maybe 5 question mark, that are theorized to have created the world. They were inventors. And upon the fungus killing majority of humanity, and a very large majority of humanity also deciding to leave their homes on a mass exodus in the hopes to find somewhere not affected by the fungus. Mo traveled underground as a young child, assumedly because her parents died young. Mo traveled underground and befriended the giants when she was a very young child. The giants then, as her friend, decided to teach her their ways and gave her the staff. The staff, the Omnitrix or whatever the fuck it was called, gave her a massive responsibility, a responsibility that no child should have, to upkeep the 4 giants and upkeep the purifiers in order to stop the fungus and save her friends and family and also Faria. Because of that responsibility that was given to her that the giants didn't understand, she gave up her childhood, gave up her family, and swore duty to that goal because if she failed, which I assume it happened many times before this, then people died. And she had to live with that guilt. So, because of that immense duty, she isolated herself and refused to spend any time with any friends or family and focused entirely on the duty of repairing the purifiers and keeping her friends, the giants, going. Meanwhile, everyone else in the story, from the uncle to the sister to the grandma to Faria, really not Faria, all were trying to reach the Mo that was lost to the sense of duty, bringing out the sister that Miri wanted, bringing out the niece that the uncle once knew, bringing out the really best friend that the grandma had. And with Faria believing that a plan B should be in order, Mo did not see it as a plan B and instead saw it as competition, for Faria didn't believe in Mo. Even though that's not what Faria was doing, Faria was instead just looking for a plan B. But Mo looked at that as a negative, when in reality the plan B is what was needed at the end of the day. So we played a story with a protagonist that was self-centered, introverted, hypocritical, and really just in general a dick. Meanwhile, all of the other characters except for Faria were selfless to a toxic degree where they didn't have the perspective that Mo had a job to do and instead eliminated her from their life, except for the uncle, because they knew that once she left the island, she wouldn't come back because of her toxic behavior. Which then basically caused the end of the world and caused the plan B of Faria to be needed. So, at the end, with her giving up her staff and getting on the boat, that was her finally admitting that she was wrong and saying goodbye to that life and instead choosing family. When in reality, she didn't really have much of a choice. So I guess the moral of the story is don't be a dickbag. I guess. Either way, the animation was fantastic. The music was fantastic. The puzzles were struggling, especially that last one with the doors that I still don't understand how I fixed. It was very, very sad, and we got to cuddle with the pup. I think overall, I'm going to give it... I think I'm also going to give it... I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. This is a great game. I had a really good time. I'm glad we played it. And I want more from these devs because I love this animation style and I hope they do more. Because like I said, it's very Adventure Time and I fucking love that. I love that animation style so much. So stylized. I love that. So hopefully they continue to make games in this style. Maybe we'll get a DLC. I doubt it. But maybe. Yeah, that was Minute of Violence. I hope you enjoyed this one.